Welcome back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. So we're going to showcase probably the best unit that still doesn't have a category yet. Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So mine is at like 80%. I need another dupe, or 77 or whatever it maxes. I think it's 79%, but you get my point. I need another dupe. So in the meantime, I found a friend. The friend is at plus 100%. Hope you guys enjoyed this showcase. Subscribe if you're new. The friend edition of Was He Worth the Orbs, of course. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and swap out some of these guys. Gohan, you can go in the front just to kind of block those hits. Hopefully, assuming that your passive activates, we'll give you those. And last but not least, is there another blue? There is not, but it's fine because Goku should be able to handle it, at least mine. Especially if Gohan can block these. Please, arrow down, arrow down, arrow down. Arrow's going up. Great. That means Gohan's taking full damage. He got a crit. That's fine. So anyways, yeah, Goku is like I said, probably the best unit that's not a part of the category, of a category that I can think of. One of the best, not really thinking of LRs, but I think most of the LRs, some of the ones are part of the categories now. So anyways, without going too far into it, he's definitely one of the best ones that's available. So I'm going to showcase him to the best of my ability. Again, you guys know his best friend would be this guy, so I'm going to keep this guy in tandem with the friend SS4 Goku to try to maximize his potential. Of course, we also have the roaming supports that I tend to bring in these showcases. So Goku's defense is at 40,000 pre-super. Now, Goku gets a 30% one every super, 30% defense up for 6 turns, so he can start to tank really well after he starts launching a few super attacks. Look at that attack stat. So of course, this Trunks in the back end does need a rebirth, but even with that, he's still given a nice buff, and this guy's hitting for 3 million. Thanks to the buff from the Goku, the links from the Goku SS3, the passive of the Goku SS3 supporting him, and the Trunks passive. So again, there's a multifaceted thing going on here. Also, I brought this Vegeta, not for any real reason in particular. He's not a bad unit. I just tend to not play defensively enough to need him. But, of course, he's good as far as like being in that last slot, being able to block a couple hits for me if I'm trying to set things up a certain way. Also, I brought Gohan along too because really it's cool to be able to cheese that defensive stat a little bit with Gohan, because Gohan gives the super type units, which is basically the whole team, 50% more defense through his passive. So we start to see Goku SS4 tank really freaking well with Gohan. So that's part of the reason as to why. For now, Gohan's on the rotation, but he won't be. This is the only thing I don't want to have happen. This is the only thing I do not want to have happen. So still got to swap around the units because it'll mess up your rotation. But this is the only thing I do not want to have happen, is this guy trying to steal the show. But at the very least, it's not against the final round. It's only on this round. Okay. Took a super there, but of course I don't take any damage. That's the cool thing about it. You become impervious to that. You know, you just don't take any sort of damage, which is awesome, right? Not taking damage is cool, but you get my point. I don't want this to happen either way. I'm going to give you that. I will give you that. And lastly, it doesn't really matter here. Hopefully he just doesn't go for 3 turns. Please don't go for 3 turns. Just end it so I can move on. Okay, so I can move on, please. Please. Come on, don't do it. Yay, thank you. I appreciate it, Goku. Awesome. So I have that same squad back. So we have this Goku here. Now, it would be awesome if I had the Kaba, but I do not have the STR Kaba, so I brought Bardock, of course, instead. Bardock is the next best one you'd run anyway, but to be fair, Kaba is better, does offer that key. If that was Kaba, this guy in the middle will be supering, for example. Also offers a defense and attack improvement like the Future Trunks I'm running, but just a better one of 40%. So, no Kaba, but still got that Bardock there, and of course, Bardock does have some common links like Fierce Battle. That may or may not come in handy. So 1.4, no crit, that's fine. We're on to the STR phase, SS4, excuse me. So again, Gohan, you were ordinarily the best unit to put there because of your ability to block hits. But see, since this guy's defense is so high now, the Goku's, it's at 48,000, he also has that counter chance. He innately becomes the best unit to put there simply because of that. Otherwise, Gohan's chance at being able to tank is probably more valuable, but you know, it's not as good. You know, he basically has Janemba's passive built in, the ability to block everything, but it's like a low chance of activating. But you see how high this defense is on this guy and how well he's tanking now, and it's about 50,000. He starts taking no damage. And that was the main draw between like making you know, people saying that SS4 Vegeta was better than Goku because Goku hit harder. It was natural, right? Goku has a buddy that Vegeta's buddy, his best buddy, can't match up to. Vegeta has a couple that you can kind of pair up, but to trigger every one of his links, that's not as good as running one other unit as opposed to specially running 2 other units that you can only do once every 3 turns because of rotation limitations. So anyways, that was the main difference. But now that's kind of shored up. It's not really an existent thing anymore because of the fact that Goku can block, because the stacks stay now. I'll give you those. But still, Vegeta's an awesome unit. Not really trying to open that can of worms. I don't really actually care what you think is better or what I think is better. It's just whatever you prefer to play with. Should have went with the purple orb so I can get a super there, but it's okay. I expect Goku to take him out. There's a crit there, normal, no additional, but that's fine. Let's go for it. Oh, by the way, I've done a full 100% showcase of the SS3 Goku, by the way. If you guys want to see that, I literally done a showcase, and I specialized him as the main focus of that. So keep that in mind. And one thing, too, is, like, this Goku is purposely not part of the the Shadow Dragon arc team. Because, for example, the excuse is that he originated in this art or whatever is from the Baby Saga, which is fine. But, like, half the characters in that literally are from the Baby Saga. Majub, Trunks, Pan, they could all be in there. So, like, there's no real reason aside from the fact that they just didn't want to put him in. He could have literally been in that category, but they just chose not to. I expect there may be, like, a new SS4 Goku. I don't want to say soon, but sometime in the future, which would make sense considering that they love to retread some of these units to try to maximize, you know, the revenue from remaking, like, these characters. That's why there's like 30 Super Saiyan 1 Gokus in the game. Not really, but there's probably close to that, like over 20 for sure. All right, we're moving on. We're moving on to second phase. Also, I don't know how much of this I will actually do. Probably just through cooler, to be honest. I don't want to sit here for 30 minutes or whatever. So anyways, we have the Goku again, this time with the double supports, just like he was initially, like I think on the first rotation of the video, or one of the first rotations. And then we have the Trunks again supporting, and the Goku has like pretty much every attack link that the SS4 Goku has, SS3 has. So what are we getting here? 1.6, no crit. So this guy is like still able to pretty much one-shot just about everything, so that's awesome. From here, I'm going to keep the Vegeta on the rotation, though, because I do want to have him for SS4 Vegeta's round in case, like, I get in a situation where I need to block and I don't really want to use an item, for example, so that's another thing. But I would love to get a Dokkan attack with SS4 Goku, so it would be really cool if I can crit here. Or additional, please. No crit, no additional either, fine. Alright, didn't take any damage there. He didn't super either. Bardock, don't super Bardock, please. Of course you did. Because why not? Why wouldn't you? It's totally the thing to do. And then this guy goes ape. God dang it. You make this so hard. You make this so hard. You make this so hard. This is Gohan in the front. So yeah, the reason why I swapped him is because the units are still here. Your rotations still exist despite having this ape image over them. This is Gohan in the front. So if I don't put Gohan in the back, I'll lose the rotation of the ape Goku and the SS4 Goku. And it's interesting how this game does that. They put the one that's off the rotation in the front purposely so you break rotation. That's why I always swap them around. But anyways, quick little explainer. I have a couple people that make jokes that I explain rotations like all the time because I always get asked about them, so I do. But I'm not going to explain them in this video. All right, let's go. All right, can we, and if you're wondering, in ape form, they can't crit or additional or any of that. None of that exists in ape mode. There's no potential system. Only thing that matters is, of course, the leader skill percentage increases that they get and their SA level. That's the only thing that matters. Okay, so I'm going to put you in the front. You can block there. You can have those. You can have that. That's fine. I think I'm going to heal. Yeah, I'm going to heal. Because there's a possibility I, like... Wow, Trunks, I'm not going to give you anything. I was going to give him the greens, but I don't want to even chance it. There's a possibility that I can... Yes, thank you. That's what I wanted. I was going to say there's a possibility, though, that I can counter it with Goku, but he's not even going for Goku, so that's fine. This is literally why I brought this Vegeta. Again, awesome unit to have, but I just don't tend to play defensively enough to need him. Okay, so Goku's out there tanking pretty well. Trunks got a sneak crit. So this time around, we have Goku with a better offensive support. So Bardock has a better passive, 30%, while this Trunks is like 25%. So a little bit better. So he'll be a little bit harder hitting. I'll also get a chance at the Dokkan attack, like I planned it. I'll give you that. That's fine. I don't think he'll super a second turn in a row. Maybe, maybe not. I don't think so. 15,000. Okay. Let me see if I can pop all of them. Pop, 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 pop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bam! All 7. Yes, I just learned how to count live on the video. Live on the video. D-Free learns how to count. Exclamation question mark. Exclamation question mark. Again for that beastly title. Or I'll just call it like counting, because we've been doing that super short title thing that a lot of people don't like. 2 million damage, almost one shot. Of course he does it, and I have to take a super back. That's great. Thanks, Goku. Awesome, buddy. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Not really. Not at all, actually. Gohan, please. Wow. That was so unnecessary. That was so freaking unnecessary. I swear, Gohan, if somehow you don't win this, which I don't think a million attacks that, there's no way. Anyways, that was so unnecessary, but there we go. We got that Dokkan attack off. The bar moved just like super slow to me, like in slow motion. I quietly thought that Gohan wasn't going to do it somehow. I would have freaking thrown my phone. To be fair, I kind of like, you guys probably couldn't have heard it, but I like tossed my phone onto the desk whenever freaking Ape Goku went ape the last time. I was like, he went freaking ape again. Stop it. He'll probably go ape in this too. I'm getting bad flashbacks to that one time I raced Zenrot, and we just continually went ape over and over. No. Zen was going ape, not me. I raced Alex one time, I think, and I kept going ape, and that was horrible. Friggin' horrible. It's like, bro, this ape mode is the worst thing ever, because it's so slow. It's not good for something like races. And also, it's hard to get super attacks consistently. Okay. I'm also quietly not super attacking every single attack this time either. It's also probably because I'm not managing my orbs well, but it's not that big of a deal because I'm showing off the guys that oh my goodness, want to show off anyway. Oh my goodness, as All Might would say. 4 million crit against the AGL unit. Bowser or Salza. This is going to be the last round, ladies and gentlemen, by the way. Going to go ahead and give you those. You can have that, and lastly, you can have the greens, but it's okay. Or the red, excuse me. I meant to click the greens, but I had to save it. Had to save face. Crit normal, not enough to move on. Wow. Arrow down, arrow going up. So Gohan not tanking that one. Not tanking that one. Man, they should have just made him block at least 50% of the time. He has like a medium chance or something. It's really annoying, to be honest. Because if he doesn't do it, it doesn't seem he does it for the whole turn. If he doesn't do it one attack, he doesn't do it the whole turn. From my last experience with that. Gonna do that, of course, right? Gonna go there, and lastly, Vegeta, you can kind of just stay in the back end. Don't really need you to super, so I purposely, that time, did not give Vegeta the super. I'm expecting you to take him out. I'm expecting it. And you did. Okay, I was gonna say he probably did it, but yeah. Crit, please. No crit. No additional either. Wow, SS3 Goku is hating. Hating hard. Where's Goku's defense at? 62,000 with Gohan. That's one thing I haven't been tracking. Look at the other one's defense. 100,000 defense. That's freaking crazy. What the hell, bro? What? And they said Goku couldn't tank. Holy crud, man. For lack of a better term, because I'm not trying to get demonetized. Is hell a bad word? Probably not. I don't know. Anyways. Look at the SS3 Goku's defense. 55,000. Goodness. This boy had a... I've never seen that guy's defense so high, though. But I do want to see what it's like with this Gohan. So I'm putting Gohan off rotation. And I'll start trying to look at that and track that. Because that was freaking crazy. Normally, it's Vegeta SS4 that does stuff like that. Highest type of defensive stats in the game. All right, 2.8 casually on the crit. Okay. I don't think it's still at 100, though. No, it's at 58. Well, to be fair, I'm going to, like, put him there. because he still is the best unit to take these hits. Assuming that I don't get hit with the super, he's the best unit to take these. I don't even know if AGL Cooler lowers defense with the super. I could probably look it up, but it is what it is. We'll just kind of figure it out as we go. But it'd be awesome if we get a crit here, right? Hey, we got it. That's what I like to see. We got the crit. I'm going to purposely not give this Goku a super, though, because I don't want him to try to one-shot this stage. Now, if he additionals into it, there's nothing I can do about that, right? That's just him being who he is. So, but I tried. I'll heal one more time. I don't really think I need to, but I will, because I also had type advantage and stuff. I had a blocker. I had a counter unit. High defense counter unit at that. But I do want to see what Gohan can do for that other Goku next turn. I'll have Goku, Gohan, and Goku. 500, no, not 500, excuse me, 53. I was say 537, but no, 53,000. Don't get caught. Fake memes. Or bad news, excuse me. Fake news, there we go. There we go. 74K. All right, I'll take it. I bet you it climbs higher after this attack, though. But I can't check it. I can't actually check how high his defense is after his attack because there's no pause button in the middle of the battle phase. That'd be awesome if there was, though. Allow you to check stats on these guys that get, you know, buffs and stuff like that. It'd be really cool. They need to do something like that. It's a really minor thing that a lot of people probably wouldn't even use, but it would be cool for me, especially if he's getting like additional supers, which he didn't there, but still, stuff like that just only makes that climb higher. Now, of course, it's not an attack buff, so it's not as useful, I guess, but it's still cool to be able to block those hits casually like that. And, you know, he's a unit that's taking on type disadvantage. So anyways, that's it for the boss rush run. Hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, make sure you leave a like. Let's hit a like goal of 950 likes on this video. Subscribe to the channel if you happen to be new. And if you want to check out some other videos, such as the SS3 Goku, was he worth the orbs? Stay tuned. They're going to come up right now.